And he says, God loves a cheerful giver. Not gonna lie.
Oh, well.
I know, you looked at the people in your church on Sunday morning when we passed the plate. I mean, seriously. Where's the joy? Amy Dock, on our behalf, she was the director of Week of Compassion for 7 years. God bless her. She's going on to work with Church World Service. I miss him. Miss her spirit. She talked about when she was in the Congo on our behalf, way up the river. Way up the river. This little church up on stilts, because the river goes up and goes down and floods. People who got nothing. I mean, seriously, if they don't pick it off a tree, dig it out of the ground, or fish it out of the river today, they got nothing. She's there for worship on a Sunday morning. And it comes time for the offering. And the music starts playing, and the rhythm starts going, and people start dancing, and they get up, and they start making their gifts. The women, and then the men. It's like a little competition. And then it's kind of like every group's got to make their gift. Even the tenors in the choir got to make their gift. The altos, man. Everybody's got to make their gift. The men's group's got to make their gift. See, they all got to make their gift. It takes a while. But it's filled with joy. She said, and then, she said, the weirdest thing happened. She said, when they were done, they started all over again. And they started laying it at my feet. Some flowers, some fruit. She said, I didn't want to take it. But she said she had to. She realized in that same moment that she had to receive it because they felt compelled to give it on behalf of us who had brought them the gospel of Jesus Christ. She represented us, the people who had carried the gospel to the Congo. Disciples in the Congo now outnumber disciples in the United States.
Oh, wow.
They were compelled to give out of thanksgiving for what they had received. Now, she said it got really uncomfortable in another place where they were worshiping in a more cosmopolitan area when the offering was going on and going on and going on, And a woman looked at her and said, with all you have in the United States, it must take hours to receive the offering.
Well. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But the offering is our response to God. Think about that woman. I can start preaching again. I'm sorry. You think about that woman, the only story told in all 4 Gospels.
That's right.
We don't know exactly who she was. Was she Mary Magdalene? Was she Mary, a prostitute? Was she one whose 7 demons had been cast out of? Was she Lazarus' sister? I don't know. But what I know is that there came a moment in all 4 Gospels recorded where she was so overwhelmed by what Jesus had done for her, she took a vessel of ointment and broke it open and poured a year's worth of salary all over Jesus. Now you think about that for a minute. What would you give a year's worth of salary to? The costly ointment was worth a year's salary, and she could not help herself. So moved was she by what Jesus had done for her. It's worship. It's a response to what God has done. It needs to be a routine in our life. You might use offering envelopes. They can be helpful. You know if you missed,